I wave my arms around.
Yeah, just you can act crazy. It's fine.
Okay. Hello. My wife and I met at a design-build school of architecture in Arizona, and one of the main focuses there was on designing construction in such a way that it minimizes the consumption of energy. So that was kind of how I really started to get more serious and more interested in sustainability issues. Complete self-sufficiency, I think, is a little bit of a fiction, because if you take it too far in that direction, you're basically going back to sort of a hunter-gatherer type society if you have to grow all your own food and make all your own clothes. But in terms of self-reliance or just kind of becoming more self-sufficient without trying to be completely self-sufficient, I think some of the big things you can do that are relatively easy: drive a more fuel-efficient vehicle, try to shop a little more locally, source your food a little more locally, and of course insulate your house. Easiest and cheapest ways to become more self-sufficient or less of an energy consumer have been out there for thousands of years. Insulation is a big one. How you site your building. Building the structure to match the environment.
Come in, welcome.
It does take a little bit of effort, but the easiest things: more fuel-efficient vehicle. The United States is built on the scale of an automobile. You're basically going to need a car anywhere you live. When you go out and buy things, just look at where it's made. Almost everything is made in China at this point.
A bit. We work with horsepower that's run on gas, grass-fed. One thing you say, expanding economy, I'm just going to pick apart your question there, because an expanding economy is like I think you're phrasing it like hopefully a good thing, like the economy's getting better. But if you pollute your world to where everybody's dying, your economy isn't getting any better. You're dying. And so overconsumption of polluting resources, even like a natural resource like coal in the process, makes you die. Well, it's not a very good positive growth, right? So just food for thought in my way of looking at what you're asking there. And so here at Turtle Island, we use some fossil fuels and modern materials because of the ease of it. We definitely use a lot less than most people, and so that limitation of curtailing consumer level is an important aspect of what we do. We don't use pumped-in electricity. We're off the grid, so that's another resource of fuel.
Do you have solar panels, photovoltaics?
We have some solar panels. We have some hydroelectric, just a very small amount of both. And I try to teach people to live without electricity. I lived without electricity for 35 or so years. Finally, I decided, well, heck, I'm not getting people to do this, so let me show them a green way for them to use less. One of the main things was I wanted people to make less of an impact so that we'd have a healthier planet. And so I figured a compromise on my part with my concept was what was needed, because I wasn't getting everybody to go non-electrical, so I decided to make green. Take care. Good luck.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. All the best. Thanks, Tyler.
So
Y'all be good.
some people might come here and think that what you're doing here, some of your forms of technology are old or primitive or regressive.
They're old and primitive, but they're of the future, perhaps. You know,
Yeah,
basically, we're trying to show people a way that is sustainable into the future, whereas a lot of the modern ways are not.